Hello friends, welcome to our channel Cbse English, the topper's choice. In today's video, we are going to discuss class 10th 8th story from the supplementary reader, The Hack Driver. At the beginning, we'll talk about the author of this story. Sinclair Lewis is the author of this story. Harry Sinclair Lewis was born on 7th February 1885 and died on 10th January 1951. He was an American writer and playwright. In 1930, he became the first writer from the United States of America to receive the Nobel Prize in Literature. The Nobel Prize was awarded for his vigorous and graphic art of description and his ability to create, with wit and humor, new types of characters. His works are known for their critical views of American capitalism and materialism between the wars. He is also respected for his strong characterizations of modern working women. Theme of this story: The Hack Driver is a story of a very cunning manipulator, Bill, that is Oliver Lutkins. It also shows that appearances are often deceptive. The story teaches us that we should not trust anyone without knowing them. Otherwise, people will make fool of us. We should always be alert and aware of the people around us and not fall in a trap by trusting any stranger easily. Introduction to this story. The Hack Driver is a story of a hack driver called Oliver Lutkins. He lived at New Mullion. He was an important witness in a court case. The law firm wrote many letters to him, but he did not appear before the court. At last, the firm sent a young lawyer to New Mullion to issue summons on Lutkins. The junior assistant clerk did not recognize Lutkins. Lutkins met him at the station. He took the assistant clerk all over the town in search of Lutkins, although he himself was Lutkins. The young lawyer could not serve the summons on Lutkins. He had to return back to the city. But the owner of the legal firm sent him back to New Mullion. He could serve the summons on Lutkins this time. Summary of this story: The Hack Driver is an amusing tale written by American novelist Sinclair Lewis. The author in this story talks about a young lawyer who was working as an assistant clerk with a famous firm in the city after completing his graduation. He wasn't fond of the job of serving summons because sometimes he had to face harsh situations due to it. One day, he had to serve the summons on Oliver Lutkins, a key witness in some case, who lived in a small village, New Mullion. The lawyer was happy to go to the village, but the village looked very dull and lifeless. A hack driver was seen by the narrator on a cheerful platform. On inquiring about Lutkins, he came to know that he was a shrewd man and had taken loans from many people. The hack driver cunningly extracted from the lawyer that he has come here to offer a court summons on Lutkins. The lawyer decided to rent Bill's hack and search for Lutkins. The lawyer was manipulated by Bill, who made him visit different places in search of Lutkins. He always went ahead and inquired about Lutkins. They had been to Fried's shop to catch Lutkins, where he plays poker, and wherein they were told that he had gone to Gustav Barber for shaving. At Gustav's place also they could not meet him, and were told by somebody that he was seen in the pool room. He was not found there, and told that he left the pool room after buying cigarettes. Bill asked the lawyer to buy food from his wife, as it would be cheaper than restaurant in the afternoon. After which they had their lunch at a beautiful place called Wade's Hill. By now, the lawyer was fully convinced that Bill is a generous and helpful person. His friendly behavior made him fond of the village and its people. He started comparing the city people and villagers. The hack driver suggested the lawyer that they should look for Lutkins at his mother's place. Then, later on, they went to Lutkins' mother's house and found out she was a horrible lady and was threatening to burn them with a hot iron rod. They both escaped to save themselves. At last, the lawyer had to leave without serving the summons on Lutkins. The next day, the lawyer was badly scolded by his chief and was sent to New Million again with a colleague who knew Lutkins, as they needed Lutkins as an important witness in their case. On reaching the station, Bill was happily acknowledged by the lawyer as he helped him in searching Lutkins. At this point, the lawyer was told by his colleague that the hack driver was none other than Oliver Lutkins, which made him feel ashamed of himself. Now we'll discuss the character sketch of this story. Number 1. Oliver Lutkins. Oliver Lutkins is a crook who lives in the country town of New Million. Though he lives in a small town, he easily cheats the lawyer who comes to serve a summons on him. He pretends to be Bill Magnusson, the hack driver, and manages to cheat the narrator of his money. He manages to convey the lawyer that it is very difficult to trace Lutkins. He takes the lawyer to many shops, but does not allow the lawyer to directly talk to the people. Over a few hours, Bill takes the narrator all over the town where they keep missing Lutkins by small periods of time. He is also a friendly person. When the lawyer comes to New Million a second time, Lutkins invites the lawyer for a cup of coffee in his friend's house. Bill painted Lutkins as a dishonest person. He owed money to a lot of people. He had a talent for dishonesty. Though he lived in a rural town, he managed to trick and mislead a lawyer belonging to the city. Number 2. The narrator. The narrator is a young lawyer who hates city life. He thinks of pursuing a career in a small town. He goes to New Million to serve a summons on Oliver Lutkins. We find him gullible, and he is easily misled by Lutkins himself, who poses as the hack driver Bill. Bill takes money from the lawyer and gives misleading information about Lutkins. He visits a number of places in New Million with Bill, but is not able to meet Lutkins. Since he visited New Million for an important matter, he failed to be careful in carrying out his job. The narrator appears to be a novice and not a seasoned legal mind. He had a romantic view of country, that is, rural life, but was easily conned by crooks in New Million. Now we'll discuss main points of this story. The narrator completed his graduation in law and joined a big firm as a junior assistant clerk. He was given the dirty and dangerous job of serving summons. He gets an opportunity to go to a village, New Million, to serve summons. A helpful hack driver at the station offers to take him in his cart and find Lutkins. The driver takes him to all the places where Lutkins could be found, but fails to locate him. He shows him the village and describes the country life. They do not find Lutkins, but the lawyer is very happy to find such a friendly and helpful man. They visit Lutkins' home and meet his mother, who frightens them away. The lawyer ends up paying for 6 hours to the hack driver. He returns to the city. His chief is angry at his failure to find Lutkins. The chief sends the lawyer back the next day with the man who knows Lutkins. The lawyer shows him the helpful hack driver. His companion tells him that the hack driver was Oliver Lutkins. The lawyer feels embarrassed and unhappy when he serves the summons on a laughing Oliver Lutkins. So dear friends, if you have liked this video, please click on like, subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon to get more videos like this. Thank you very much for watching.